Have you ever, right after exercising, suddenly felt a sudden increase in desire? I don't know why, but your body urges something very private. Many people feel this way, but don't dare to say it, and then silently release their physiology as a way to calm down their body. At the age of over 60, many people still maintain this habit, not because of a lack of anything, but because it's the body's way of speaking. We won't talk about this with judgment. We won't use sensational or tactless words. Today, we will sit down, together talk, gently, scientifically, and with understanding about the need for physiological release, especially after exercise. Why does this often happen after exercise? Why is it that the older you get, the more subtle and difficult to explain that feeling becomes? Have you ever thought about this? If so, leave a comment. You are not alone. And sometimes, just by opening up, we will understand ourselves a little more. As you enter your 60s, your body begins to change, slowly, but noticeably. Your joints aren't as flexible as they used to be. It takes a little longer to stand up, sit down, and sometimes there's a slight crackling sound in your knees or wrists. Your heart beats slower, but you also get tired more easily when you're active. Just walking longer than usual, and you can feel your heart beating faster, or your breathing becoming more labored. And your hormones, especially testosterone in men and estrogen in women, also decrease a little bit each year. This makes your sex drive less strong, but it doesn't disappear. Your emotions are still there. They may not be as explosive as they were in your 30s, but they're deeper, more thoughtful, and full of desire for connection. Many people notice, every night when lying down, when everything is quiet, the body suddenly speaks up. A slight feeling, but clear, wanting to be close, wanting to release. And when there is no partner around, or for health reasons, personal circumstances, physiological release alone becomes a way to keep the biological rhythm stable. Not a simple instinct, but a natural need, helping the body regain balance. Many modern scientific studies show that when older people know how to release physiology at the right time and appropriately, it will help relax the body, sleep better, reduce anxiety, stress, improve blood circulation, and especially help maintain the feeling of being alive, being connected to yourself. You don't need to hide this. No need to be ashamed. This is real about real bodies, and everyone goes through it. So, even though you're old, your body still has a lot to listen to care for, and to feel. The interesting thing is that many of those feelings don't appear randomly. They're often very closely related to the movement of the body. In other words, the more you exercise regularly, the easier it is for your body to reawaken many natural emotions, including the feeling of desire, which seems to have slept over the years. Have you noticed, every time you exercise, even if it's just a 15-minute walk in the yard, your body feels lighter, your mind is a little brighter? It's not a coincidence. Our body, when it's active, is like a machine that's been restarted from the inside. And the great thing is, not only do the muscles work, but the brain also begins to secrete chemicals that help us feel happier and more excited. According to the Mayo Clinic, a famous medical center in the US, when you exercise, the brain will secrete endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine. These are neurotransmitters that act as natural sedatives. They help reduce stress, anxiety, increase concentration, and especially stimulate feelings of happiness and gentle desire in the body. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine 2014 also showed that people who maintain a regular exercise habit of at least 30 minutes a day have a 25 to 30% higher level of sexual desire than sedentary people, especially evident in the age group 55 and older. When you exercise, blood is pumped more vigorously, not only to nourish the muscles but also to warm up the genitals. Better circulation helps the sensitive area receive more oxygen and nutrients, thereby making the body feel reawakened. And for older people, this is even more meaningful, because over time, blood circulation often slows down, causing a feeling of indifference to physiological needs. But when you exercise, you are signaling to your body that I am still alive, I still have strength, and I still have the right to feel complete happiness. So if you find yourself more sensitive after walking, cycling, or practicing gentle qigong, understand that your body is responding positively. That is not a bad thing. It is a healthy signal. You see, exercise is not only good for bones and joints, cardiovascular system, but it is also a natural way to help the body awaken inner emotions. Feeling relaxed, excited, even mildly lustful after exercise is completely normal. However, this is also the time when many people easily misunderstand, thinking that when the body is excited, it is time to take advantage of it to release it immediately. But in fact, the body after exercise is still in a state of recovery. And that is when you need to understand your natural limits and biological rhythms. The truth is, right after exercise, your body is not completely stable. Your heart rate is still fast. Your blood pressure may be fluctuating. Your muscles have just consumed energy and still need time to recover. Backhand index pointing right. If at this time you try to stimulate more, such as physiological release, it can lead to heart fatigue, low blood pressure, dizziness, especially dangerous for people with a history of high blood pressure, arrhythmia, or diabetes. Pushpin. According to the recommendations of many physical medicine experts, the body should rest for 30 to 60 minutes after exercise, before performing any action that causes additional physical stimulation. So if you intend to release physiology after exercise, try the following. Lie down, relax, breathe evenly, drink warm water, dry your body, listen to some soft music. Relax your mind in a quiet space. After about 30 to 60 minutes, if you still feel a clear need, your body is comfortable, not tired, not dizzy, then releasing physiology will be safer, more comfortable, and more natural. Your body doesn't need to be pushed. Just listen to it well enough. It will guide you back to your own healthy rhythm. However, like any habit related to the body, self-care of physiology also requires understanding and moderation. Because if you do it too much, or at the wrong time, you won't see any benefits. You'll just feel more tired, have insomnia, and even lose emotional balance. So, if you've ever wondered, should I masturbate when I'm old? Are there any benefits? Do I need to limit it? The following section will help you see more clearly, in a practical and scientific way. Masturbation helps improve sleep. When released properly, the body will relax more deeply. Many older people share that they fall asleep more easily afterwards, and their sleep is also deeper and less restless, and reduce anxiety and stress. Masturbation helps release endorphins, a hormone that helps calm the mind, especially effective when feeling lonely or stressed due to age, and especially no need for a partner, less pressure. At this age, not everyone has a partner by their side. Self-care helps you not feel deprived or dependent, and also does not need to carry the emotional burden for anyone else. On the other hand, there are still certain limitations such as physiological release. 2 to 3 times a week is the appropriate frequency for the physical condition of old age. Doing too much can make the body tired, the spirit sluggish, and you should avoid doing it after a full meal or after strenuous exercise. At that time, the body needs to rest to digest and recover. Trying to stimulate will put pressure on the heart and blood pressure. Especially do not abuse it to replace real intimacy. Although masturbation is beneficial, but talking, hugging, sharing emotions, social contact are the deepest sources of connection with life. Think of it as a form of self-care. in a gentle, non-rushed, non-judgmental way. For young people, many things happen quickly. Emotions come and action occurs immediately. The body recovers very quickly. But when you turn 60, all of your body's reactions become more subtle, more sensitive, and most importantly, need to be listened to more carefully. Many uncles and aunts share that every time I release, I feel sleepy and comfortable. But some people say, why do I feel more tired after that? My heart beats faster. I can't sleep. So should I continue or should I stop? The answer does not lie in age, nor in right or wrong. It lies in the feeling afterwards. According to geriatric experts, masturbation in the elderly is a normal physiological behavior, as long as it takes place actively, comfortably, and does not create mental or physical pressure. We often tell you, the most important thing is not whether to do it or not, but how you feel after doing it. If you feel light, easy to sleep, mentally stable, body not too tired, then you can continue to maintain at a moderate pace. About 2 to 3 times/week is reasonable. On the contrary, if afterwards you light dizziness, shortness of breath, headache, difficulty sleeping, then that is a signal to adjust, maybe due to practicing at the wrong time, or the body has not recovered enough. A small note is, you should not masturbate when you are tired, have just eaten, or right after exercising. Instead, wait until your body is truly relaxed before deciding. As one expert once said, taking care of the physiological needs of old age is not about indulging instincts, but about staying connected to yourself in a civilized and loving way. You see, sexuality, whether in your 20s or your 60s, is a natural part of being human. No one should be ashamed of having feelings, of having desires, and of wanting to be fully present in their own bodies. It's not a matter of should or shouldn't. It's a matter of how we approach it, with understanding, with gentleness, and with care, not concealment. Experts can offer advice. This video can help you understand a few things. But in the end, you are the one who feels your body best. Taking care of your health isn't just about eating well, sleeping on time, or exercising regularly. It's also about taking care of your mental, emotional, and inner needs. Sexual aging, or rather connecting with your body, isn't something to be afraid of. On the contrary, it is a sign that you are still alive, still emotional, and still have a lot to enjoy in life. As long as you do it the right way, gently enough, and understand your limits, you will find yourself living healthier, living happier, and living more freely every day. If you find this video useful, please click like, subscribe to the channel, to support the team to share more meaningful content. And don't forget to leave a comment, whether it's a thank you, a question, or a small experience. We look forward to hearing from you. Goodbye and see you in the next video.